Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Miles. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On second down, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch. He's still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to run for it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
And he's got it! Touchdown Seminoles! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Goes to the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Alabama quickly back to the line. On the option. Now the pitch. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Off play action. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get to it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they'll take an 8-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He's looking to throw it. Now improvising. He's going to fire to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 8, Florida State 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To throw, it's Miles. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Thomas.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a deep man. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown tie.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Now on the option. And they get him down.
Well, they were trying to catch the defense sleeping there, giving it to the fullback on the two-point play, but the defense was ready, and they stopped him short.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Miles. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Knowles have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take a shot. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll run the option. The pitch. Finds a crease at the 20. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They've been running it, but now the pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Alabama quickly back to the line. On the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Alabama will get the 1st down. Offense lining up quickly. The option look. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 11-yard line. Second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the single back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Snapped it in the shotgun. Feeling some heat. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Now, you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. It is a game of field position, and after a return like that, man, are they set up. They'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. And he'll just get rid of that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Hands it off. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 4th down, going to the air. He wants it all. Incomplete, the defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, no! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They get to the line quickly. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Alabama quickly back to the line. Goes to the option. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it, and they're just not hammering out 2-3.
Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And how about it? They get a 2-point conversion, try to sneak the big fella up the middle, and the defense was ready for him. No push on the offensive line. He had nowhere to go. Nice stop by the defense.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it down the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Alabama pushing the tempo.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Makes a man miss. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 26, Florida State 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's gonna pass. Fires left. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They have the lead in a 2-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Now on second down. Quarterback checking off. Linebackers trying to create some confusion.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
Back to throw, it's Miles. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The run from the shotgun. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. And the Noles in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, no! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The play action fake. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. The snap sets up to throw. Getting some heat. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Be interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation. Fourth down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play prevent?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Running behind that left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Alabama.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse...